Welcome to 2015 and welcome to Noiseville. Congratulations, we all made it. It might have seemed hairy at times, but there's plenty to look back on in positive light. 2014 saw the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize winner, Malala, at only 17. She won the prize for championing girls' rights and education in the Middle East. And who can forget the Ice Bucket Challenge? Ran rampant through the internet, racking up over $100 million worth of donations for ALS charity in only 30 days. And locally in the music scene, we've been keeping it fresh with new clubs propping up or rebranding, keeping that local scene on the seafront fresh. The Great Escape completely sold out. Breakout Festival appeared on the calendar for those who like their music a little bit heavier and metalier. Bootleg Festival popped up, something for the more arty indie lovers, with a new concept of taking away a free download of your choice, a keepsake of the gig you've attended. And of course, who can forget the two young things from Worthing who shot to stratospheric stardom out of the local music scene. Yeah, Royal Blood, Mercury Music Prize, Best New Act at the Q Awards, BBC Music Awards. They were nominated for all of it. And I'm sure it won't be long until their mantelpieces are filled with trinkets. Now, you may wonder why I'm banging on about the past. Well, this show's going to be a little look back at 2014 and what we've been up to on Noiseville. You may not realise it, but we've been making these shows since 2013 online, so there's plenty to delve through. As always, we'll open it up with a live session. We go all the way back to February for this one. A young band called Reacher who came into the studio, who I actually met on Brighton Beach recording their first ever music video. This is Reacher, and the song's called Rootless. Now, Royal Blood and Fear of Men aren't the only local bands that have been busy in the US this year. Fujira and Miyagi caught up with us just before they went on a long US tour in 2014, on the cusp of the release of their newest album, Artificial Sweeteners. We caught up with them upstairs at the Brunswick back in the summer. So this is your 5th album. Artificial Sweeteners is just literally about to be released. Right. So tell us a little bit about sort of the journey that's brought you up to that.
Yeah, we started it a couple of years ago. It's taken quite a long time to do this one actually, but we kind of did this one a bit more part-time. We wasn't doing it as a full-time job, so I think it's taken a long time to produce it and get it together. But it's more of an electronic record, more of a studio-based record than our previous record was more of a band, sort of, we're playing as a band, but this is more sort of tweaking in the studio. It has a more of an electronic feel to it, I think, a bit more upbeat.
What's the reason behind that slight change there?
Just fancy. We're all into different types of music, and the last one, because it had a kind of organic band feel, we just kind of reacted against that, I suppose, and wanted to do electronic records.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, your music taste change. You know, you listen to different things at different times in your life, and it's been re-listened to electronic stuff. But also out of necessity, it's easier financially and time-wise to make an electronic record than it is a big band record.
I suppose this record's more DIY, you know.
Yeah, which also goes back to how you started making records as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of full circle.
So a 5th album is a fantastic achievement, so I mean congrats. And I mean, where do you maintain that sort of creativity and inspiration for your music?
Just stubbornly refuse to give up. Whereas others would have given up before they'd even started.
Yeah, we just keep going.
Yeah, because we like it. It's just we're all genuinely into music, and
we all still get on.
You know, kind of.
Yeah.
How did you meet out of interest?
Football, played five-a-side football.
Me and him.
Yeah.
At Falmer,
didn't it?
at the university, at the Falmer University.
Yeah,
well, it was
but
a long time ago.
You two met before, hadn't you?
I met Steve at uni, and then we kind of hung out for quite a while. Then you two formed the band. I used to come and watch Fuji Miyagi play.
He was at the front, just like staring.
I knew all the words.
He
was always right in front of me.
I have to admit, I did ask if I could join the band, and they said no.
Did I? I can't remember.
Yeah, I wanted to join as a guitarist, but once we started playing football together, they realised, you know, I was all right.
That was it. They wanted to see your skills on the pitch first.
Yeah. I joined as bass guitarist and haven't looked back.
And you hadn't even played bass at that point?
No, that was the first band I'd ever played bass.
Do you still have a kick around together?
Oh, just kind of retired now. It's all over that part of our lives.
Fair enough.
Where's the new album taking you?
Oh, wow. It's we're just going around Europe in June and stuff. We've been lucky, like in the last few years. We've been to like Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, Singapore. We've done all right. You know.
Anywhere that really stood out for you, sort of?
Colombia was pretty. Yeah, well, Colombia was a kind of. Bogota was, you know, it's quite an exciting place to go, isn't it? It's quite unusual.
But it's so high up though that you're kind of a bit breathless. Yeah. Like all the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just like wheezing.
Really high altitude.
Everyone had tummy bugs as well. So.
Well, then we went to Mexico straight after that. That was pretty entertaining.
Was good.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky, I think.
Is there any way you haven't performed yet and you'd like to?
I'd like to do a tour of, and maybe a tour of Africa.
Japan was that?
Yeah, we haven't been to Japan. We're gutted about that.
Be careful though, it's like 40 degrees or something all year round. So.
Yeah, but that's the only reason we chose our sort of name, was so we could go to Japan.
So, I mean, the album definitely struck me as a very summery one, and I think you've described it in the press releases like positive and even life-affirming. So, I mean, has there been some kind of sort of event to mark this sort of positive direction?
Well, I mean...
Children?
Yeah, children, we're all dads now.
Right.
Which is pretty life-affirming. I think it's fantastic, but I think musically it's really definitely more energetic and faster tempos, and it's just got more energy to it, but lyrically it's still pretty grumpy. So it's kind of nice having the combination, you know. It's not like happy clappy or anything. It's still, I think, hopefully works on more than one level.
Yeah, I think it made perfect festival music, to be honest. Are there plans to sort of do any sort of live shows at festivals this year?
Are we allowed to say? We are, aren't we?
No.
Oh. I can't mention it.
Welcome back. Now we'll keep the memories rolling with a little bit of Shakedown Festival next. We chatted to Groove Armada, Kelly LaRock from Basement Jaxx and Lee Foss. Enjoy.
I'm Zach, this is Jade, and together we are one. We are Jack.
Covering Shakedown for Bmusic.
Jaxx!
I'm Lee Foss, you're watching Bmusic.
What do you get up to in your free time?
I mean, I do a lot of reading, to be honest. I'm interested in like space-time and philosophy and what utility and what we can do for change for humanity. So I spend most of my time trying to figure out what's going on.
You know, there's so much technology readily available for those who want to create music. What advice would you give to someone trying to distinguish themselves?
What's popular, you will always have people chasing, and people who don't have a creative spark. And when they're chasing, and they're emulating instead of trying to find what's them. What you need to do is create. You need to make. You need to find what moves you. You need to find what's genuinely interesting to you. Oh, that's me. That and boom, that's creation. Like, how do I show this to someone and make it interesting? And that's the best feeling in the world. Is working, in a collaboration. The moment, say you're working on music, when you're like dancing around with your friends and you like do a song and like you hear it and like, oh wow, I can see people dancing to this or hearing it and enjoying it. That's the best feeling. It's better than sex or love or anything. It's like that utility that you're gonna give people from the creation of something that's that, you know, transcendent.
Fulfilling.
Yeah, of course.
So, we're Drew Lama, and you're watching Bmusic.
Performing Brighton a lot. Do you come down here a lot at all?
We used to do some Love Box night. We did the B scene. We did some Love Box nights in a club called Ocean Rooms. And we also, way back in the Tummy Touch days, we used to play at Concord, really?
Is it Concord, the ones under the beach?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's quite infamous for its live gigs.
And then before that, before you were born, we used to play at a place called the Zap Club.
Oh, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just the truth.
The lineup's really strong. I think MK's there somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah.
And actually, we've not seen the Jaxx in ages, and it's kind of good to see like that sort of vintage. Arsenal is still out there doing live stuff, so we just see what they're doing. So it's a good lineup.
How many of there are you?
Wow, there are loads of us, including the band and all the singers, and then we have like our own crew that we travel with. There's probably about 40 of us.
Oh my god, that's so many! Are the singers always changing a lot, or do you have quite a tight group going?
And to be honest, it's quite a tight group. And we've been like, I've just come back on tour. I used to tour with them years ago because I sang Romeo, and then I came off tour and I've just come back on tour with them. So I've been on tour for about a year now, maybe a year and a half. Okay. And yeah, it's just pretty much the singers that are on it. That's myself, Vula, Charlene and Shaka.
So you said you're on tour. Where have you been and where are you going?
Wow, we've been to Turkey, Croatia, Dubai, Japan, Mexico. We've been so many places. We're going back to Japan next week. And then we have like a UK tour at the end of the year.
You think you're the real deal, honey, and someone will always look out for you. But wake up, baby, it's a totally deluded. You ain't letting up for the lonely if you don't get a pin in your head. Shakedown.
Oh, now that brings back some warm memories, and I'm looking forward to Shakedown Festival again this year. Another festival now, Breakout Festival, and a local band called Fathoms performing Old Bones, and the lead singer gets up to a little bit of monkey business.
Right, so we're here with the amazing Fathoms, who are about to play on the main stage. Have you guys played in Brighton before?
Yeah, lots of times, isn't it?
So you're local?
Yeah.
Local?
Yeah, from Brighton.
This tune's an old one off our EP called You. You can pick it up now from us online. All that called Old Bones.
Where do you guys see your band in like 5 years' time? Like, what do you kind of aspire to do?
Supporting Taylor Swift, doing a mixtape with Wiley and Bashi,
and hopefully on the next Dre album.
Well, we're just like getting ready to release our album at the moment, so we're like trying not to gig too much. And
do we have a release date to look forward to?
It's can't announce it.
Can't announce it, I'm afraid.
A bit of hush.
Okay. And do you guys play like any other instruments? Is it like, do you ever like kind of swap instruments when you play, or do you have any other like skills?
We do. It doesn't sound good. Oh yeah.
We're playing, oh no, it's Tennessee. We're playing Tennessee, and literally no one turned up to our show. So we got really drunk and decided to all switch instruments and see how it panned out. It's pretty good.
It turned out great, but it was a lot of fun, so.
Jump right now, come on.
Cheers for sticking with us, Bmusicers. Next up, we got a bit of Brighton Pride coming your way. They smashed their fundraising target last year, and we hope they will do again this year. We caught up with Saffron Sprackling, and we also have a full version of From Rush Hour with Love by Republica, which you wouldn't have seen in the show last year, so enjoy.
Hi, this is Saffron from Republica. I'm here at Brighton Pride. We're here at the Q Alternative Live stage, and we're talking to Bmusic.
I go silent for the best. Should I tell my thoughts and my feelings?
I'm Mel Sanson, and this is the Q Alternative Live music stage. We had a dream and we've made it happen, and it's a full day of live original acts. And with our headliner today, we have got Saffron from Republica. So Saffron, have you ever played a Pride Festival before? Yeah, we've headlined Summer Rights before in London, which was amazing, with Mark Almond and the Creatures, Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees, and it was an amazing day.
We know the truth, we know the truth.
And have you been to Pride just as a guest like us? You probably can't get away with it, right? Yeah, I've been going to gay clubs all my life. That's where I first got into music. Done GAY and stuff in London, and the Cock and Pearl Necklace, and all the different wonderful gay and lesbian clubs all over the world. Actually, wherever I am, I'd like to. Wherever I am, we like to go. They always play the best music. This is From Rush Hour with Love.
Just allergic to the 20th century. Hating it every morning, shouting out but nobody hears. She said she loved someone, but it didn't begin. Each time I could love and share and feel my feet in the sand. Started down the back of the West Wing. Time check 8:15. He said he loved someone, but he didn't love him. Each morning I'm calling from the rush hour with love. From the rush hour with love. From the rush hour with love. Stop sleeping. Sleeping. From the rush hour with love. From the rush hour with love. Gotta get go. From the rush hour with love. Wake up, get up. From the rush hour with love. Wake up, stop sleeping. Stop sleeping. Sleeping. Stop sleeping.
Coming up next, we teamed up with Brighton's Finest to bring you some Drill Fest footage. We chatted to Mercury Music Prize winners Young Fathers, as well as Toy and local band Blood Red Shoes.
You guys have just played the horn. What was your favourite song to play tonight then?
Favourite song, Grave Dweller.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's always a good one. It's quite high energy and I get to throw my bass around a bit.
Wicked, man.
It's good.
Gets the people going.
Yeah.
If you had any time on your hands tonight to explore drill, get the map out and go, okay, I want to see these guys, who would it be?
I'd like to see Savages actually.
Yeah.
I've heard a bit of their record, it's quite good. They're playing tomorrow I think. And Black Honey are supporting them.
Yes.
I know Izzy well, so I'm actually going to go to that gig. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to probably try and get some rest.
You and the boys strike me as a kind of band who might have some interesting freaky rituals. I could be completely wrong.
Maybe one thing, we do lunges.
Lunges?
Yeah.
Like warm-up lunges?
Yeah, like they're
Okay.
half like taking the piss, but half real. Like,
But it gets the energy going.
It does.
It brings like a
We've done
togetherness.
it so much, like making fun of it, that we actually do it for real now. Get into it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
We're Fuji Miyagi and you're watching Bmusic.
So we're at Drill Festival. What's been your favourite thing about the festival?
Well, I've seen Wire and these New Puritans, which are great, but I saw Lone Lady yesterday, and she was my favourite. She was amazing. I didn't know much about her before, but she was. You liked her too, didn't you?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've really seen is Lone Lady. It was brilliant.
Anything that you guys are gonna go see, or can you advise anybody to go see?
I want to see Grumbling Fair tomorrow. For playing the Comedia.
East India Youth. Young Fathers might come. I can see them tomorrow.
Sure.
I might see some random things as well that I've never seen.
And maybe Cuts and Goblin.
Oh yeah, Goblin.
It's really nice playing festival in our hometown. It's on our doorstep.
Go on.
Literally. Yeah.
What makes you decide to sort of not like communicate with the audience directly, but you've got a lot of like eye contact and
I think it's just more, you know, we play to ourselves, and then you know the audience can feel included, or they might not feel included, but it's like we're doing something that we love, and obviously that translates whether if you're part of it or not. They're there and they'll be watching something, you know. So I think that's all that matters really.
yeah, cool. Excellent.
Hi, it's Tom from Toy and you're watching Bmusic.
Thanks for
such an amazing gig, by the way. Like, how did you feel playing Sticky Mike? Was it good?
Yeah, we had a really nice time.
Oh, glad to hear. Oh, good. Was there any particular song that you played tonight that you were like, yeah, we really killed that, that really was really groovy?
I think we've got a song called Fall Out of Love, which seemed to go down best. It felt like the outro of that felt like we were connecting with the crowd a bit more than on other bits, so that was good.
So you guys played tonight?
We did, man. We did.
And rocked it. What was your favourite songs played tonight?
We played the first one, like first time we played live tonight.
Okay,
so
cool.
That was on and on.
Yeah.
It's a newie.
Always feels good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just like something new.
What turns you on about that tune?
We're a sucker for pop writing, so like really good hook just before it chorus. When you hear a good hook, you just write a song just for that.
And you guys are fun chaps. You've probably got some strange rituals that you go through before, not like seances, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Before every gig, we've got like a sucker for writing. Do you know? What was the band that was before the Beatles? The Quarrymen or something. The Quarrymen. The Quarrymen. Yeah.
Okay,
there's a song there which we sing like badly, but inspired by all the danger. It's like caught out all the danger. Yeah. Sing that back room.
Hi, I'm Laura Mary from Blood Shoes, and this is Bmusic.
Like, do you guys have any sort of rituals that you go through before you, like, to get prepared, to get the energy up before you go on stage?
We don't really have many rituals. Like, we have maybe a drink, like some whiskey or something, and then we normally just like to be together sort of before we go on, like just on our own kind of thing.
Yeah, like sync up and get ready.
Yeah, totally. But we don't have any, like, Steve does warm-ups and stuff for his wrist, but we don't really have any particular things, like just a drink and yeah, that's it.
But like seeing you guys tonight, like in such a small venue and stuff, it was really like high energy and really good. Were there any songs that particularly stuck out, and I saw people moshing and stuff? Like, was there one song in particular that you thought, yeah, we nailed that?
I never think we nail anything. I think that's part of, that's kind of our brand. Like, we never nail anything. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, I like the last song, the sort of punk song we did, Je m'appelle. I always enjoy doing that because you can kind of just go for it and it doesn't really need to be perfect. Yeah, it's fun.
And you guys played some songs tonight, like that you said you hadn't really played in quite a while, and stuff, and some slower ones. It was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we like to do that because I mean our records have got a lot more of those moments, but live we tend to do more of the kind of upbeat, kind of fast stuff. So it's nice to throw that in there when we can, just to like show that we can actually do some other stuff, vary it.
Oh, now this place brings back memories. 6:30 in the morning, first ever Morning Gloryville. We caught up with Adam Freeland right here on a day as beautiful as this. Since then, Rob the Bank's been down here, and Morning Gloryville's going from strength to strength in Brighton. Early morning rave. If you haven't checked it out yet, you really should. Some Adam Freeland and Rob the Bank coming on.
Welcome.
Morning, thank you.
This isn't your normal time to be up and DJing. You're normally finishing a headline set about 2 hours before and then probably going home. So how does it feel to have a good night's sleep and be coming down to a gig at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning?
It feels great. I wish I had had a good night's sleep. I didn't. I was up late, but it's such a beautiful day, and it's good to be here. It's different. It's definitely a different kind of energy.
Yeah, I mean, if you could see behind us, Brighton is very lively already at this time of the morning. So Morning Glory is the first time in Brighton. They've been all over the world now. They get about 4 million mentions a month. Is it a bit strange to be DJing at a party in the morning with no alcohol and smoothies and massages?
You know what? It's an unusual experience. I mean, I feel like I'm at a festival. You know, I've probably played plenty of sets at this time of day, but I've probably still been up. You know.
Are you doing any more festivals this summer? Are you?
I'm cherry picking the gigs that look unusual or fun. So you know, I feel like I paid my dues. I've toured as a DJ around the planet for years, so it's nice just to be able to just do the special, unusual things. And I guess this is one of those things that kind of pricked my radar for like, all right, this is a bit different.
first of all, welcome to Brighton. How are you finding the place?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's an early morning down on Brighton Beach. It's fantastic.
Now, if someone was to say Rob the Bank's coming to do sort of play in a club, do a rave in Brighton, you're probably thinking middle of the night, you know, loads of flashing lights and what have you. What makes this event a bit different?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing Morning Gloryville for probably about a year in London, and it's like the ultimate buzz, you know. Everyone's sober, everyone's just got out of bed, everyone's feeling kind of fresh. The energy in the room is amazing, you know. It's a really mixed crowd. They're really into a lot of different sounds, and as a DJ, it's really refreshing because you don't have to just plonk out the old, you know, boshing 4/4. You can sort of have a bit of fun. You know, and it's also kind of a challenge. It's kind of scary because you're sober, you're staring out at these people in broad daylight. They're looking at you, and it's like it's really active. I love it.
How different is it trying to get people up at that time of the morning? You know, I mean, at the end of the day, they haven't already got the adrenaline buzz going on.
Weirdly, it seems actually easier for people to get into it. I think maybe looking back, looking at it from a cynical way, maybe sort of drink and drugs actually maybe just makes it all a bit weird and you don't really get the music coming through like this. It's like the music's in your face, you can't escape it, you know. You don't have to dance, but if you're on the dance floor, then, you know, everyone's letting loose, and it's a really like open experience. So yeah, I think as a DJ, as long as you're playing the right sort of stuff, and it's got to be optimistic, it's got to have good vibes. I mean, I play stuff in here that I'd never ever play in a club, much sort of cheesier in a way, but it's not like cheesy music, but it's just like big tunes like this one behind, you know, big pianos, and the crowd really love that. So, you know, they want to come out of here feeling great. They want to sort of attack the day. So it's yeah, it works.
And you say you've been involved with Morning Gloryville for about a year now. Is it a surprise to you how much people turn out for it? Because at the end of the day, you know, it's Thursday morning, we're 9:30. You'd expect a lot of people to be, you know, in the office now, but this club's pretty much packed out.
Yeah, well, yeah, even at 7 when I got down here, there was quite a few, you know, over 100 people here at 7 a.m. You know, people with their little kids, you know, people that are on their way to work. It's I think, yeah, it's you know, it's just the best way to start the day. I wish there was one on every single day.
Is this sort of like the future of clubbing then, do you think, maybe? You know, no more of this like staying out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, get up at 7, get your clubbing out the way and then get on with your day, maybe?
I think it's possibly the future for 41-year-olds like me that, you know, I love clubbing and I love going to festivals and DJing, but this for me is the best buzz at the moment. I think it's one of the futures. I think people are going to cotton on to the fact that actually they can get their fix of music, they can get like 2 or 3 hours in a week and they don't have to wake up feeling terrible. And I mean, I love drinking, so it's not that I'm saying don't go out drinking and dancing, because that's good fun as well. But this is like a different buzz, and I'm quite shy. I don't like dancing, but you know, even here I'll get on the dance floor, have a little shimmy. So it's yeah, it's kind of liberating.
Now, you mentioned like it's possibly the future for people who are maybe a little bit out of the age range for normal club. I mean, similar to yourself, I'm in my 30s, you know, I still like going to a club now and again, but you feel a little bit self-conscious a bit. Is that the kind of age range you get here, or do you get like young people as well?
You get totally, you know, you get. I just had some sort of probably 20-year-olds that fans of my Radio 1 show. You know, there's much older people that have come down that have grown up with me through Festival. No, there's loads of 20-somethings in there. I definitely don't think there's any age restrictions. I just think more people need to know about Morning Gloryville, and having it in Brighton and London and all over the world. It's I think the message is building. It's not been going that long, and it's already a huge success. So.
And one last thing for myself, obviously Morning Gloryville isn't done in Brighton. It'll be back again in 2015. I nearly forgot what year it was there, but it's 2015. Well, it's 2015 next year. Will you be back next year?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, I'd sort of, they made me kind of a Morning Gloryville resident, so in London. So yeah, I'd love to do it all around the world. I think it's just such a great thing. We have it at Festival and Camp Festival as well. You know, they come down there and provide the fun down there. So yeah, long may it continue.
Thanks for joining me, Bmusic and Noiseville, for a trip down memory lane. Stick with us in 2015. Subscribe to us on youtube.com/thisisbmusic, and like us on the YouTube and the Twitter and all of that. Now, coming up next, something a little bit lovely. A man who's been causing a little bit of storm in the acoustic and the folk press. Ez Stone, a local lad. This is a beautiful song called Barstool.
and he does love the feel of sand around his feet, and he does think of his first love was incomplete, and now he's trimmed over the bar stool. Another drink so he don't feel a fool. Yeah, he's the captain of a sinking ship. His father's words are on his lips. Now he's seen some things, well he's felt some pain. That's why the bar stool calls his name. Ooh. Made it hard for me. Find it hard to sleep. Ooh. He does feel that the winter change blew harsh on him, and he does miss a home to call himself the king. And now he's trimmed over the bar stool. Another drink so he don't feel a fool. Yeah, he's the captain of a sinking ship. His father's words are on his lips. Now he's seen some things, well he's felt some pain. That's why the bar stool calls his name. Ooh. Now he's seen some things, well he's felt some pain. That's why the bar stool calls his name. Ooh. And you made it hard for me. And I find it hard to sleep. Ooh. And all alone together. And all alone together. We will see. We will see. Now he's seen some things, well he's felt some pain. That's why the bar stool calls his name.